Here is the starting lineup for the visiting Indiana Pacers. At point guard, Andrew Nembhard. At small forward, Garrett Walker. At the other guard, Aaron Nesmith. At center, Ivica Zubac. At the other forward position, Pascal Siakam. The head coach of the visiting team is Rick Carlisle. And now, the starting lineup for the Boston Celtics. Starting at power forward, standing 6'8", number 27, Gordon Walsh. At shooting guard, 6'7", number 30, Sam Hauser. At guard, number 11, center, 6'10", number 4, Nikola Vucevic. The other forward, 6'7", number 7,
Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. This is Brian Anderson. I'm here with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, our reporter, Allie LaForce. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You look at Indiana, sitting pretty at this point of the season, second place and looking to move to first. And of course, Boston, only a few spots below.
Well, for the Celtics, at this point, they expect it to be a bit higher in the standings. But really, they can't be that disappointed. They're still knocking on the door of that top spot.
And I don't think anyone will be surprised if they do get it. They've been there before, and despite going through a little bit of a lull, we know they're capable of playing as well as any team in this league.
And now Indiana's starting group. We've got Nesmith, Walker out there with Pascal Siakam. Then there's Ivica Zubac, and it's Nembhard in at the 1. And for the Celtics, they've got Jaylen Brown. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Nikola Vucevic. And it's Hauser in at the 2-guard spot. And Grant, having a lengthy bench, so important in the NBA.
It really is. I mean, there's always the risk of guys getting hurt throughout the season. So the teams know the value of having a very deep rotation. And they make the most of their bench, which is smart. And just good hustle. Always nice to get an easy bucket on the break.
We call that one the do-it-yourself kit.
Walker against Brown. Walker in the post. Turned in an outstanding game against Oklahoma City. Clock at 6. Back to Siakam. Connects on the foul line jumper.
Now this guy continues to build his offensive skill set. Pascal Siakam with the mid-range jumper.
Pritchard, the pass to Vucevic. Over Zubac. Vucevic gets the bucket.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Siakam outside. Back to Nembhard. And certain guys are just solid with what they do. Doris, I think that applies to Andrew Nembhard.
Yeah, I think it does, B.A. because whenever he's out there, there's this steadying presence he brings. And that is while competing at a high level on the defensive end. His competitive toughness might be his best attribute.
And of course, Boston winning 8 consecutive titles from 1959 to 1966. Doris, you think we'll ever see a streak like that again?
BA, I think that's almost impossible in this day and age. With free agency, with more salary cap restrictions, it's just hard to win 2 in a row these days, let alone 8. My goodness.
Here's Indiana. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. I asked Coach what his plan was for trying to slow down Pascal Siakam, and he said to make him into a jump shooter. He does the most damage around the rim, so we want to force him out on the perimeter whenever possible. It's not an easy task by any means. We'll see if they're able to do this. Back to you guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Siakam outside. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Pass to Nembhard. From downtown. Counted from distance. Nembhard's got 5 now.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants to review the game plan. The Pacers beat them last time when these two met at Indianapolis.
They were out-hustled on the boards the last time these teams met.
It's time for Dance Dance. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. Nice try. It's all good.
And looking at the 2K leaderboard, here are the top glass cleaners over the past 10 games. Second, Nikola Vucevic.
Over these last 10 games, this guy has owned the boards, playing so well as of late.
Anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Neesmith's shot is off.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
It was right there for him. He'd love to have that one back. That was embarrassing.
Shot left block. Yes. Great play by Walker to set it up. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Pass to Walsh. Here's Hauser. This one for 3. He drops it from range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Nembhard, the pass to Siakam. To the paint. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Yeah, if you allow Zubac's positioning near the cup, look out. This is what you can expect.
Pass to Vucevic. Outside, Brown. And again, Boston with the triple.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Neesmith. His last outing, he had 20. Out left to the wing. Here's Zubac. And it's blocked by Vucevic.
Boy, when Vucevic is in that area, he's capable of sending it back.
Brown. That one doesn't drop. Oh, nice D from Walker. Indiana's gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Pass to Nembhard. Walker sets a screen. Off target with the open look.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Offensive board. Back to Vucevic. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now. 1:16 left in the first quarter. And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Celtics fans, get live right now for Celtics Entertainment.
He's checked in for Siakam. Shepard comes in for Walker. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Nembhard. Here's Nesmith. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14.5 a game. To the middle. Vucevic with a steal. Here's Shireman. The rebound by Shepard. Pacers trail by 3. McConnell outside. Shot from the low block. And there's the rejection. 40 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Pritchard. And the 3 off target.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
McConnell passes to Nesmith. Here's Shepard. Takes it inside. Blocked! Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, obviously he had the shot well anticipated, able to shut it down with authority.
Substitution on the court.
There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Indiana shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Shooting for Indiana. Shepard taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And so he hits both. Here's Pritchard. He's scoreless. From outside the arc. Drills it from deep.
That's a move you won't see many guys make. Impressive stuff.
Well, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Boston out in front, leading by 4. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. Thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
On the court for the Pacers, second quarter underway. Shepard is out there with T.J. McConnell. Then it's Nesmith. Then it's Obi Toppin. And it's Huff in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pacers trail by 4. Toppin outside. Jacks up a 3. And he buries his first look. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defense is disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
And for the Pacers, they're shooting just 42% so far in the game. To the inside. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Boston's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Queta. And the layup is good off the glass. Queta's gotten his first basket of the night.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the three ball.
McConnell passes to Nesmith. Inside. Stolen. Here's Gonzalez. Nesmith covering. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And that's got to hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast. So the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Here, Hauser's checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. Nembhard, he's checked in for Shepherd. Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Back to McConnell. Pass to Huff. Lets the three fly. Shireman grabs a board. Boston leading by 5. Well, there's no question. Pascal Siakam has raised the ceiling of this Pacers team.
Yeah, absolutely. He complements Halliburton's up-tempo style very well. And defensively, he shores things up with his ability to guard 1 through 5. In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Here's Huff. Yet to see a basket. To the middle. To end the run. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
This guy is so good when he's attacking on the interior and looking to draw contact over the top and get into his game.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades. Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second, and the three-pointer goes.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Good.
What a smart pass by Obi Toppin. He does not let that opportunity pass him by.
Boston leading by 8. Here's Pritchard, coming off a 16-point game against Philadelphia.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball.
Vucevic's shot is off. Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Nembhard outside. Zubac screen. There's the 3. The shot by Nembhard, no good. Boston has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Gonzalez passes to Vucevic. Here's Hauser. The 3 is up. Vucevic's shot is off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
McConnell outside. Shasta Zubac.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Boston pulls it in.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Here's Pritchard. He's marked by McConnell. Knocks down the long J. Pritchard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
Attention Celtics fans, coming out to the floor now is Celtics Entertainment. Make some noise for them. Attention fans, now on the court is your West squad. Get loud and let them hear it. Who wants the t-shirt?
Both teams will make substitutions. Let's have a look at the teams who have been shooting the ball the most consistently these past 10 games. In third, Indiana.
Boy, they've been hot. You love to see this kind of offensive execution.
Nimhard, right side. To the paint. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Now we get a chance to check some stats for him.
And by looking at his true shooting percentage over the last 5 games, you can see how much he's paying attention to his shot selection. And it's showing.
And here are the Celtics. They're on a 13-3 run. Oh, there's the alley. Walker with a steal. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And such a strong guy. Walker could live in the paint.
Pass to Vucevic. Goes back up. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You've got to be careful how you guard Nikola Vucevic. This guy is so good at forcing the defense to hit him on the way to the cup.
At the line for 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Vucevic.
What you love about Nikola Vucevic is every night you know he's going to play hard and he's going to do whatever it takes to win. You love playing with teammates like that, guys.
And so Vucevic nails both of them.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Nimhard, the pass to Walker. Zubac, screen. Down low. Vucevic with a steal. And here we go. The Celtics on the run. On the break, Jaylen Brown.
Sweet little mid-range from Jaylen Brown. That 3-level scoring coming into play.
Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Now Nimhard. He's got 5. Pass to Siakam. Shot clock at 5. Got a piece of it. Got it up. Can't get it to drop. And so it's Boston in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And don't go far. We'll be right back.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot drums. They're thinking about the shot. Nice foul. Let's hear it for our contestants.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
Checking out Boston. They've stayed in the mix. A few people predicted they might regress. Clearly, that hasn't been the case. They continue to hum along. It'll be interesting to see how they close out this year.
And now, how about that first half? Talk about a dominating display for the Boston Celtics.
They're up because of the three-point shot, scoring in bunches. It also opens up things down low.
And that's something to watch for. Does the defense extend to where guys start going inside?
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Celtics lead by 13. They've got Nikola Vucevic. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Jaylen Brown. And it's Hauser in at the 2. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Here's Pritchard. Off target with the 3. And one thing that Siakam has always had a knack for, Grant, cutting to the rim and finishing plays.
Yeah, he plays so well when he has space to move. He's just great off the ball, and that fits with any team. His ability to convert at the rim makes his cuts that much better.
Pass to Vucevic. Here's Pritchard. Neesmith covering. Walsh. No good on the triple. Pacers trail by 13. Siakam outside. Neesmith with it. Now guarded by Brown. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Jaylen Brown picks one up. These are his first free throws of the game.
Shooting for Indiana, Aaron Neesmith at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Here's Hauser. Neesmith covering. Here's Pritchard. Indiana with a rebound.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
Nembhard outside. Pass to Siakam. Just 5 to shoot. You know, Doris, the last few years, Siakam has gotten back to attacking the rim like he once did.
To me, BA, that's where he's at his best. He's got such length and creativity. You don't want to have to step in his path as a defender. Listen, he knows he's got to shoot the 3, but go to your first strength.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes a first.
Boy, the evolution of Pascal Siakam has been such a pleasure to watch. The work ethic is commendable, and he's learning how to be a leader, guys.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
I think the value of Pascal Siakam is the skill set on both ends of the floor. He can play multiple positions either end, and he can lift his team in any number of ways. Great great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Get ready, everyone. You see yourself on the screen and you show us your best moves. Let's go. Let's see those dance moves. Two left feet there.
And this gives us a chance to see the assist leaders among the league's big men in the past 10 games. Fifth, Pascal Siakam.
And you have to credit the high basketball IQ of these bigs. They see the floor so well, and that's whether they're facing up or dishing out of the post.
A feel for the game and terrific court vision. There's not an angle or an open teammate that they won't spot and find right away. The simple little draw and dish play is elevated to an art form by that group.
Now here's Walker. On the wing, Nembhard. Yes! Great play by Walker to set it up.
3 points.
Walker's got 3 assists in the game.
I mean, just so alert with his head on a swivel. Walker able to find the open man.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
And your Celtics dance team.
Taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Ivica Zubac.
And his scoring numbers have been moving in the right direction these past few years. He's continued to get better at adjusting to what opposing defenses are throwing at him, and he's finding ways to get buckets by any means necessary.
It's intercepted. Left side, Nesmith. Pass to Siakam. Takes the 3. Boston pulls it in. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Here's Brown. Oh, nice D from Walker.
Trying to get it going. Only 1 for 5 to start the second half.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Nesmith passes to Walker. Shot clock at 6. Outside Nesmith. Siakam for 3. Rebound Boston. Brown's got 4 rebounds now.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
Now here's Brown. He's got 7. Look at Brown getting it done inside.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
And he's made a case for first-team all-defense. Doris Jaylen Brown, the complete game.
Brian, what you love to see from a great player that's just entering their prime is the pride they take in being well-rounded. Do you want to absorb a big-time defensive assignment? Jaylen Brown wants to do exactly that.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Nikola Vucevic has seen a lot in his decade plus in the league, and he said the game has changed. Now you have centers that can pass, put the ball on the floor, make plays, and shoot threes, play like guards. And you can't get stuck in time. You have to be able to adjust.
Allie, he's certainly got the skill level. Free throw good. Brown.
What I love about Jaylen Brown is his commitment to improvement. This guy's worked hard on his three-point shooting. He's worked hard on his handle and his decision-making, and there's still another level to come.
Indiana making a switch here. McConnell's checked in. Second free throw, no good. Pacers trail by 9. Here's Nesmith. Yes, and it's McConnell with the assist that time. Nesmith's got 4 points now in the quarter. And so it's Brown with it. He brings it up for the Celtics. Vucevic, a screen on Walker. And here's Brown for 3. Boston again missing.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
McConnell from outside. Outside Nesmith from behind the arc. He buries it from 3. And now just a 4-point Celtic lead.
The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Celtic fans, get loud right now for Celtic Entertainment.
Garza's checked in for Boston. These teams have been lighting it up so far. The NBA's top scoring teams. In the third spot, the Pacers.
They've been having a great season on the offensive end of the floor. It never takes this team long to put big points up on the board.
Walker against Brown. They set a pick. Pass to Garza. Here's Pritchard. He's marked by McConnell. Kick out to Brown. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Cata's checked in for Walsh. Huff checked in for Indiana. Shepard comes in for Walker. Pacers trail by 4. 1:25 left in the third. Here's Siakam. Cata pulls it in.
I think he's got to settle down because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Celtics.
Their offensive game plan has been simple. Look to shoot it often from outside the arc. And the results have been outstanding.
They've also made a concerted effort to get the ball down low. Many of their points coming in that painted area tonight.
He's off on the first.
You think about what Jaylen Brown brings to the table. Elite athleticism, three-point shot making, attacking the rim in transition, so much to like.
Good on the second one.
Finally getting himself to the free throw line. He was sitting back in the first half with no free throws to show for it.
To the middle. Here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
Well, there's a quickness to Siakam in pick and roll action. This guy's so fast and hard to contend with as the roll man.
Here's Pritchard. He's marked by McConnell. Pritchard, no good.
Well, it hasn't been the most efficient game for this guy, but their team is fortunate to still be out in front.
Toppin, he's checked in for Indiana.
Substitution on the court.
Pacers trail by 3. There's 42 seconds left in the third. It's deflected.
The battle of the boards has been something to watch.
Here's Gonzalez. Nesmith covering.
Pacers foul. Obi Toppin.
Boston shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line, Gonzalez. At the line for 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Boston making a switch here. Hauser's checked in. The Pacers also with a sub. Nembhard's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Toppin outside. Fires the three. Garza grabs the board. Here's Gonzalez. He's got 5. Here's Pritchard. Drives to the hoop. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Pritchard's got 11.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. Boston out in front. They lead by 5. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Indiana, they've got T.J. McConnell, Obi Toppin out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Andrew Nembhard, and it's Shepard in at the 3, a small forward.
First team foul. Shooting for Indiana, T.J. McConnell, taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Boston leading by 4. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Queta. 5 on the clock. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Pritchard, no good.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Here's Hauser. Back to Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. Back to Pritchard. Fires the 3. Hits a 3-pointer. And the Celtics lead by 7.
Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night. 3 in the first half.
Nembhard outside. Inside. The steal. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. Back to Pritchard.
Man, the defender really went after him.
And you know, you look at someone like Peyton Pritchard, Doris, heady guy who doesn't make many mistakes.
BA, maybe his best attribute in my mind is the competitive spirit and the motor he plays with. He's a fearless shot taker, either inside or from 3-point range. He makes excellent choices with his passes. But again, I go back to that competitive toughness.
First free throw is good. Walsh is checked in for Boston. Walker, he's checked in for Indiana. And that's good as he hits both shots. Pacers trail by 9. McConnell Passes to Zubac. And the shot goes down.
Yeah, that's Zubac just carving out space with that big frame.
And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here.
Here we go, fans. Time to make some noise for Boston's own Celtics Entertainment.
He's coming in for Garza, and Wright subbed in for Pritchard. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle, and they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Let's see if they do, Brian.
As always, Allie, we thank you. All right, a good chance to get an update on Nikola Vucevic's injury. Let's go to Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys, the head athletic trainer of the Celtics was able to update me on the situation. The bad news is that this injury is causing discomfort. Initially, a return to the floor was in question, but now that's been answered with a resounding yes. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks. Appreciate the update. Obviously, guys, you hate to see an injury like this.
Yeah, just so tough. It comes with the territory of being a professional athlete. But yes, here's hoping he recovers soon.
Well, we're obviously hoping for a speedy recovery because we know this about this young guy. He simply loves playing the game.
That one drops for him. And the Celtics lead by 9.
Well, Vucevic understands that the mid-range is a part of his game that he can go to at any point.
Zubac into the lane. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. McConnell's got 4 assists now tonight. McConnell against Wright. Pass to Hauser. Three-pointer. Gets the 3 ball to go.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Wright against McConnell. Zubac with it. Back to McConnell. Here's Nembhard. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point.
Attention Celtics fans, cutting onto the floor now is Celtics Entertainment. Make some noise for them. Get loud, fans, on the court is your hype squad. We know you all want to be there, everyone. Let me hear you get
Brown, he's checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for Wright. Pascal Siakam, he's checked in for Indiana. Nesmith comes in for McConnell. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Here's Pritchard. Kick out to Brown. Pass to Walsh. It's picked off. Here we go. All alone. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Such a huge play, guys. I mean, that's a 4-point swing possibly. Tremendous steal and conversion right there.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Nembhard. To the left wing. Back to Pritchard.
2 minutes.
5 to shoot. Here's Hauser. Had the space there, but it's offline. And so it's Walker with it. He brings it up for the Indiana Pacers. It's a 5-point game. Here's Nembhard. Hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Hauser. There's a minute 34 left to play in the 4th.
Aaron Nesmith. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Celtics, Sam Hauser. At the line for 2 shots.
He drops the first one. And that increases the lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, we know this. Free throw shooting is such a mental aspect of the game. This guy keeps his composure and comes through.
Shoots from the line, and Siakam gets it to go.
Pascal Siakam. Improvement, yes. Big-time player, no doubt.
Here's Brown. And off the front iron, and it goes.
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle.
All right, fans, it's dance time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. We have a dancer. Let's go. You must have left your dancing shoes at home. Give yourself a round of applause.
.11 left to play in the fourth quarter. Siakam, pass to Demar. Back to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
Call that patience. Veteran play. That's a big-time delivery by Pascal Siakam. Pressure. What pressure?
Brown looking around. There's 48 seconds left in the final quarter.
You get a look at the gritty, competitive fire of Jaylen Brown. Takes on the defense and draws the contact.
Jaylen Brown at the line for 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
And out of bounds, Boston will have it.
Boston ball.
.35 seconds left in the fourth. Pritchard, the pass to Hauser. For 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
So we see the Celtics get the win here. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on. But give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
And that about wraps it up. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And time now for our player of the game.